This newscast is brought to you by Lavo.
Hello everyone. IBC 2025 has turned its peak, but the last 2 days promise to be as busy as the first two. We continue to bring you the latest updates from the show floor.
As briefly already reported, Riedel Communications has acquired high human interface from Broadcast Solutions, adding a powerful, vendor-agnostic control system to its growing portfolio of broadcast, event, and production technologies. We asked Thomas Riedel, founder and CEO of the Riedel Group, to explain this deal in more detail.
So Hy was another very important acquisition for us, but really it's a logical fit because we had a gap in the portfolio. We needed a control system, and at the same time we also saw that Hy as a great solution couldn't expand because Broadcast Solution, being a great company but not having a global sales structure, we saw that chance. And since we had great relationship, and we have great relationship with Broadcast Solutions, we could come to the conclusion that Hy, under the Riedel umbrella, could grow globally. And the feedback we have here at the show is going exactly in that direction. Especially the combination of MediaNet and Hy being one solution is really received very well.
Fast, secure, and reliable storage is vital for modern media workflows, and so are connectivity tools. Otherworld Computing is a recognized expert in both areas.
Hello, I'm Larry O'Connor. I'm the founder and CEO of Otherworld Computer. We're at IBC 2025. Really great to be here. Appreciate Mikhail covering our new product at the show this year. First off, we'll talk about our Thunderblade X12. This began shipping earlier this year in up to 48 terabytes. For the first time now, it's available in 96 terabytes. This is a Thunderbolt connected solution that works with Thunderbolt 3, 4, and 5. On Thunderbolt 5, it maxes what your Thunderbolt 5 system can do with over 6,000 megabytes per second of sustained read and write. It's fanless, it's very portable, it runs very cool. I mean, this has been running all day, not a problem, the whole touch. This was designed for the creative professional that needs either extremely high speed for editing, for ingest, for the ITs making very fast copies. The sky is the limit. At the end of the day, this is supporting end-to-end over 6,000 megabytes a second of performance for the most demanding applications. And we'll move on to another product. This is just introduced. This is our dual 10G, I'm going to unplug the power to it. This is the first dual 10 gigabit Ethernet dock on the market. This also is Thunderbolt 5. In addition to dual 10 gigabit NICs, it also supports 3 Thunderbolt downstream ports. It has some USB ports, USB-C ports. It also has a 2.5 gigabit NIC on the front. You can combine the 10G ports for higher bandwidth. It allows for separate VLANs on all 3 ports. It supports Dante, supports NDI for different video workflows, audio workflows. Whatever you may be doing network-wise, you have great flexibility in terms of what you can do with 2 10 gigabit ports, as well as a 2.5G port on the front, which was added because we had a lot of customers. The 210G solves an immense number of problems. Simply a solution that makes connectivity and different workflow requirements a lot easier to accomplish. The 2.5G in the front was actually there. In addition to being an opportunity for a third network, it also gives you the ability to do easy updates and firmware changes, testing to devices that need to connect over Ethernet. Instead of having to disconnect something, run another cable out, you can use that front port for those kinds of configurations, in addition to being yet another connection channel for Ethernet. So this product is up for a CineD award. This is, again, the first of its kind on the planet. No fan, all thermally dissipated with convection and very good heat management to a very high quality metal enclosure that keeps it cool so that your workflow can run very, very fast. So brand new here at CES 2025. We're going to our 1M280. Whether you're a DIY or just want a fast drive up to 8 terabytes, we ship this in capacities 1 to 8 terabyte. We also provide a DIY so you can add your own drive. This is a portable solution that provides speeds over 6,000 megs a second for the cache limit of the drive. This is a single drive, single NVMe solution. And after the first portion of typical drives, sustained data rates are 1,400 to 2,500 megs a second, depending upon what drive you put in there. All of these solutions are built to last. They're built with very robust power supplies, and they're built to run cool. Keep your drive safe, keep your data safe, keep your drive at full speed because of no thermal throttling. So that in a nutshell, is what's new here at the show. We have updates to all of our other great products. Everything is on display. Everything is built to last. That's the most important thing. I think the best sustainability is building solutions that aren't built to last a year or 2 years, but built to last really 5, 7 years, built to go beyond what your need may be. So it's your choice when to retire and replace. And everything's recyclable. And we put, those materials, any of these solutions as well. But the best recycling is, if you outgrow a product, it's still working, you can hand it down, put it into another application so it can keep on going. And that's how we build all these solutions: real performance, real reliability, and real longevity. So Larry O'Connor at CES 2025. Thanks for the time here.
Blackmagic Design traditionally hosts one of the largest booths at the show, packed with equipment and solutions and drawing plenty of visitors. Along its well-known gear, the company is also unveiling brand new products.
This is Simon from Blackmagic Design, and we're here on the booth at IBC 2025. One of the new products we're showing this week at IBC is the new Blackmagic Camera Pro Dock. You may have seen this announced earlier on this week, and this is exclusively to go with the brand new Apple 17 Pro iPhone and the Pro Max, the 17 Pro Max iPhone. What's so special about the new iPhone 17 from Apple is that it allows you to record 120 frames per second, 4K, Dolby Vision, and also in ProRes RAW, which means that you've now got an extraordinarily powerful camera in your pocket as a mobile telephone that's producing incredible quality images. In using that phone within professional workflows, however, of course the phone itself only has a single point of connection, only has the one USB-C connection. So we've made the Pro Dock as an accompaniment to the phone, which gives you an incredible range of input and output opportunities. Not only do you get clearly to provide power to the unit, but you've also got USB-C connection for external recording. You've got an HDMI out, which could either be to a monitor or an external recorder. You have a gen lock-in, which is great if you're using multiple phones and a multi-camera situation. You've also got time code in, you've audio input for external microphones, you've audio output for monitoring, and all of this is designed. We've got some rigs on the booth here where you can create a portable rig which has got your external audio and your power and everything else you need to then use the iPhone 17 Pro in professional shooting locations.
To wrap up this newscast, we'd like to once again invite you to Chyron's booth.
Welcome to the Chyron booth here at IBC. My name is David Randall, and what we're showing here is a tool called Toolbox. This is like a Swiss Army knife. It basically allows the world of the computer desktop to integrate with the world of traditional broadcast and streaming. So what do I mean by that? So the Toolbox allows us to do things like taking a grab of a live portion of a screen, taking a movie file from VLC, taking an incoming signal and mixing it with something like a web camera, and then taking that to output. So let me go ahead and let's just open a browser and let's go see some content. So let's say we have this movie and we'd like to take this to broadcast. I'm going to take the grabber. I can choose a region of the screen, an entire app including the interface, or the entire screen itself. I'm just going to choose region. We have a gold box that we can now adjust, and when I have this the way that I want it, I can make it active, and now you see we're going ahead and we're broadcasting this. We also have, once you have a session that's going on and it's grabbing pixels, you can also overlay something like a graphic on top of this to create a composite. So if I choose something like, let's say, the Chyron logo here, right? I have the ability to not only take this logo and put it over the content, but I can move this, position this on screen the way I want to, and as soon as I turn the overlay on, you see now we have a logo. We can move it in real time. We could also take this composite and put it over some other type of backplate. So if I wanted to scale this first region down, and now let's take a background, and how about a picture of the canals here in Amsterdam. So you see now we've created a composite with a backplate and our pixels here for our image and a logo overlay, all coming out of Toolbox, all going over either NDI or SDI. So this is a tool that could be used by content creators on the desktop as well as someone like traditional broadcasters.
Hi, I'm excited to show you one of the new features here at Cameo, which is our Lucy autopilot, which uses AI integration. As producers, we understand that you're getting asked to do more and more, and you need to be able to get things on air faster and be able to tell your story quicker and more efficiently. And so we've added AI integration into Lucy. So whether you're in any NRCS of your choice, we have our Lucy plugin, and we're going to look at your script that you've created and give you template suggestions. So if you've written a script and that includes a name of a celebrity, for example, say we'll suggest potentially an OTS, we'll populate that with that celebrity's image and then also their name. So we're trying to speed up workflows for producers where we will suggest templates. So we have our co-pilot, we'll go ahead and suggest the template, and then we're planning to populate information from your rundown into the graphic. So you can get your graphic on air faster and more efficiently. So come check this out at Chyron.
This newscast is brought to you by Lavo.